Platigami coming up the final hill will take a commanding victory, absolutely crushing the competition. First win for Platigami, and what a win. Looking straight to the inside, Silent Fox not wasting any time in there. King Rot and Bumblebee, I think, had contact there, but Silent Fox has made it ahead, and he will take the win here. In the second race of the season, Hickory will take second place. Welcome back to the AI Racing League. We are here today for the third race of the championship in Zandvoort. Now you can see on the screen the results of the qualifying. Now today's video has been shot on my new computer, and with the new computer means much improved graphics. This video will hopefully be available in 1440p 60 FPS. Let me know in the comments, how does it look? I believe this should be a big improvement. And here we are for the third race of the season. This is going to be an 18-lap race around Zandvoort Circuit. And we are off. APR Dope starting on pole, followed immediately by Big Ol' Nerd, who led the qualifying almost the entire time until the last minute. And out of the first corner, APR Dope still in the lead. Team Tina T actually moving up to second place, overtaking Big Ol' Nerd. Hickory Hamsam, Platigami and Cobra Cal just behind. Platigami making it through. Hickory going over the curb a little there. Now we had some people going off track there during the qualifying, and we even had a complete crash during the qualifying. APR Dope is starting to build up a lead already, a full second ahead. Team Tina in second place, followed just behind by Big Ol' Nerd. Platigami trying to catch up. Hickory, Flinchy Echo, Cobra Cal currently battling for sixth place. And Cobra Cal going wide over that curb. Flinchy Echo will make it ahead, securing sixth place. I've heard some tire squeal there. I think that might have been Ace. Ace did not have the best start of the race due to her qualifying much below what was expected of her. She's now up to 11th, battling with the Chaotic Weirdo. Silent Fox just ahead. Wow, Ace! Big wiggle over that curb there. Very aggressive driving. She's trying to make it up the order, but it's going to be a long way to the top, especially on a narrow track like this. Very difficult to make overtakes. Very technical circuit. Narrow corners, a lot of elevation changes. Very few places where you can actually put the horsepower down. And we are done with the first lap. APR Dope currently almost 2 seconds ahead. And battle for second place is on. Team Tina T, Big Ol' Nerd, and Platigami staying very close to each other. Now Team Tina T currently has the most at stake here. She is second in the standings, tied with Hickory Hamsam. If the race was to end exactly as it is right now, I believe Team Tina would become the new leader of the league. So winning, or at least finishing top 3 in this race, is going to be huge for her. Big Ol' Nerd in the third right now, on the other hand, has had a very we'll just say it was a poor season so far. She's currently 17th in the standings. She needs a good finish here. And her qualifying went incredibly well. She led for almost the entirety of the session until the last second, where APR Dope took the pole from her. And APR Dope right now is showing that she's the fastest today. Already 3 seconds in the lead, only 2 laps in. Look at that lead. Team Tina, I believe, is starting to break away from Big Ol' Nerd and Platigami. Hickory Hamsam and Flinchy Echo battling for 5th. Cobra Cal and Jerk Plays battling for 7th. Then Silent Fox and Bean Streams, both currently very strong in the standings. Silent Fox, current leader with 43 points, and Beans just ahead, is currently 6th in the standings. Both in the Corvettes, they had a bit of a hard time during the qualifying. I think this car is just not as fit for the track as some of the other cars. But if they don't want to drop in the rankings, they need to move up. Ace, meanwhile, back in 12th place. Call Me Twice just behind in 14th. SNR Savage 15th. Call Me Twice and SNR Savage. Well, Call Me Twice actually had a pretty good finish last race around. I think she finished 6th. But this is not like them. A Big Ol' Nerd has caught back up to Team Tina. Battle for second place is still on. Big Ol' Nerd during the qualifying has shown that she knows how to be quick around this track. She just needs to find an opening to overtake Team Tina and make it back ahead. Just behind Platigami, one of the powerhouses of the league. Currently 5th in the standings. Won the first race of the season outright. And last race around did not do so well. He finished 11th. Which I believe is his worst finish to date. And we are now entering the 4th lap. APR Dope just keeps pulling further and further ahead. She's almost gone. And unlike the previous 2 races, this is not a multi-class race. There are no lower classes that they will catch up to. It's going to take a while until they start having backmarkers, so APR Dope will be able to build up on that lead more and more until inevitably they catch up to someone. But it's going to be hard to catch up to APR Dope at this point. Almost 5 seconds, look at that. That's crazy. Battle for second place right now, no change. Still just following each other, hoping for a mistake. You know, a battle for 7th place between Jerk Place and Cobra Cal. Let's see, what are their standings right now? Cobra Cal is currently 11th in the standings. Jerk Place is 9th. And are they catching up to Flinchy Echo? I believe they might be. Flinchy Echo has lost a bit of ground on Hickory in 5th place right now. Meanwhile, the 2 Corvettes battling for 9th place. Beanstream, Silent Fox, followed by the Chaotic Weirdo, Ace, Princess Wildface, and Call Me Twice. Big group of cars here looking to overtake the 2 Corvettes. Ace again around the outside, another big wiggle. Now guys, if you are enjoying this, remember to like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. APR having a flawless race so far, no mistakes. And it looks like Platigami has overtaken Big Ol' Nerd, taking 3rd place. Big Ol' Nerd losing a bit of ground there. Did good during the qualifying, but unable to hold that during the actual race. And the Chaotic Weirdo and Ace Aroni battling for 11th. Ace again trying for an overtake, did not manage to get ahead. Or at least not manage to stay ahead. Ace quickly becoming known as being one of the most aggressive drivers in the league. Mixed results. She is currently about middle of the pack in the 10th place in the standings. But she has done some spectacular overtakes in the past 2 races. I'll battle for 2nd place. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th still staying very close to each other. And it looks like Big Ol' Nerd doesn't have the power to keep up in the straight lines. But then again, this is not exactly a straight line circuit, so she's able to catch up in the corners. APR Dope is completely out of sight at this point. I think we can definitely still see her in the main straight. But that's about the only place on the track right now where they might still have a line of sight on her. We can see APR Dope entering the next corner at the end of the track there. That's how big of a lead she has at this point. Hickory Ham Sam currently in 5th place, looking to catch up to the leading pack. Flinchy, Cobra Cal, and Jerk Plays. I believe they are catching up to Flinchy. We have the two Corvettes. Ace moving again for an overtake on the Chaotic Weirdo. Now can she stay ahead? Chaotic Weirdo around the outside, exiting the corner faster, will make it back ahead. Ace is trying over and over to make an overtake, unable to secure it. Chaotic Weirdo always being able to pull back ahead. And it looks like I was right. Cobra Cal and Jerk Plays have caught up to Flinchy. We are going to have a battle for 6th place. And we have a huge pack of cars battling from 9th place to 14th. All of them in one big pack. Mainstream, Sun Fox, Chaotic Weirdo, Ace, Princess Wildface, Call Me Twi, and now SNR Savage joining in as well. Now there will probably be some pit stops during this race which might change things. So no one is out of the race just yet. APR Dope at this point closing it into an 8-second lead. You can see the 2nd place over there. Big distance behind. I think Hickory is catching up. She's now about 4 seconds back on the leading pack, and it looks like Flinchy Echo is pulling into the pits. Cobra Cal and Jerk Plays will make it ahead of him. And Jerk Plays moving for an overtake on Cobra Cal, but around the outside on this corner looks to be the best way to go. Cobra Cal going over the curb a little bit there, but will stay ahead. Now Flinchy Echo being the first person to pit. That's very early too. We just started the 7th lap. Out of an 18-lap race. Is he going for a 2-pit strategy? That would be risky. Now he's not in last place just yet. Calican Bunny is just about to overtake him, but Flinchy looks like he's going to exit the pit just ahead of her, remaining in 21st. Calican Bunny not able to keep up during this race. Falling very far behind already. Now battle for 2nd place still on top. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place not moving from each other, staying very close together. And Hickory behind is catching up. She was 4 seconds back. Now she's 3.8 seconds back, which is less than 4. So technically speaking, she is catching up. She will be joining the leading pack soon enough to join the battle. Now let's see what's going on in battle for 8th place. Bean still leading. Followed still very closely by Silent Fox. Ace has moved up to 11th. But the Chaotic Weirdo is still ahead. I think they have both overtaken Princess Wildface. It looks like Call Me Twi is also going to make an attempt. Moving around the inside. But again, the outside looks to be the way, definitely around this corner. Princess Wildface will stay ahead. Meanwhile, APR Dope almost 10 seconds in the lead at this point. This is going to be very difficult to catch up to. Unless she gets held back like crazy from the back markers. Or maybe a bad pit strategy. That would be what would be needed here. Because Team Tina, Platigami, and Big Ol' Nerd, they're quick. But they are not able to keep up with APR Dope at all. And we are now entering the 9th lap. One more lap and we will be halfway through the race. APR Dope making the fastest lap, 140.1. And Platigami pulling into the pits. There we go. Now we are going to start seeing some change in the standings. Big Ol' Nerd has lost a bit of ground on Team Tina. Let's see if she's able to catch up. I think she's out of drafting distance. And Hickory is definitely catching up now, only 3 seconds back. Jerk Place has also entered the pits. And Platigami and Jerk Place have just dropped down the order due to this huge pack of cars overtaking them. Meanwhile, we haven't looked at those three all race, but Utterly Artorias, Bjorn Art, and Papa Casey currently battling for, well, it was 20th, but now it's battling for 17th. And Jerk Place has exited the pit in 20th. Platigami has exited the pit in 16th. That's a big loss of position. Meanwhile, Big Ol' Nerd has caught up to Team Tina. Battle for second place is back on. Team Tina definitely looks to have the advantage in the straight lines. Big Ol' Nerd, more of a corner car, it looks like. And we are now officially halfway through the race, and APR Dope is in the pits. Team Tina will take the lead of the race. Big Ol' Nerd moving up to second place. Halfway through the race. But they will probably have to pit in as well. Hickory Hamsam still behind, a little bit further back than she was. Now she's 4.5 seconds back. Looks like she might not be catching up after all. Now Beans, Silent Fox, and the rest of the pack all going to be overtaking APR Dope, and she's moving up to exit the pits again. APR Dope will exit the pits in 12th place. We now have JZL Gaming, Navling, and Lotus OS. Platigami just there. And battle for the lead right now. Team Tina and Big Ol' Nerd. Team Tina second in the standings. Big Ol' Nerd 17th in the standings. Bit of a gap in the points between those two. Team Tina has 40 points. Big Ol' Nerd has 14. So technically these two should not be racing together right now. But Big Ol' Nerd is making a statement here. We're only halfway through the season, technically. So she has time to catch up. Make it up the grid again. Now, do we have any pits here? It looks like Big Ol' Nerd will pull into the pits. Team Tina will secure the lead for now. Hickory in the third place, trying to catch up. She's got a bit of distance to cover. Team Tina, rock solid lead right now. Look at that. 5.5 seconds. And now, no one is holding her back. She's got a completely open track ahead. Nobody behind her. And it looks like Ace is going to pull into the pits as well. Call Me Twi making a move to overtake Princess Wildface, but we know how that inside corner goes. Over the curb, losing grip, and Princess Wildface will exit ahead again. SR7 and Call Me Twi have been climbing up the ranks. This is exactly what they did last race around. Call Me Twi had a very middle of the pack start, finished in the 6th place, I believe. Now it is raining, but it doesn't seem to be raining enough to actually affect the driving. Hopefully the drivers can maintain control properly during the race. Let's see what's happening further at the front. Beans and Silent Fox currently 4th and 5th, making up for the bad qualifying they had. Very close to a podium finish, both of them. Well, positions-wise, times-wise, they're almost 20 seconds back. They are climbing up the ranks. Team Tina now entering the 12th lap. SNR Savage trying to keep up, but he's losing distance every once in a while, and then he catches up and then loses distance again. He's struggling a bit. And APR Dope, meanwhile, is just behind him in the 10th place right now. Let's see if she can move back up the order. And Silent Fox making a move to overtake Beans. Not able to find it yet. Silent Fox, current leader in the points. And he wants to keep that lead. But if the race continues like it is right now, Team Tina will become the new points leader. I do think Hickory is catching up. She's now 4 seconds behind Team Tina. And I believe Team Tina is actually catching up to a back marker. I believe Calican Bunny is just ahead. We should be able to get a visual on her. Yep, there is Calican Bunny. We are about to get the first lapping of the session. Entering the 13th lap out of 18. 6 laps to go. And Hickory is not far back. We are going to get a battle for second place. For the lead, I mean, as soon as they catch up to Calican Bunny. This could be happening this lap. Yeah, Team Tina is closing in quickly. After this lap, after lapping Calican Bunny, they will be having an open track ahead of them once again for at least a good while until catching up to Ace and Flinchy Echo. Wow, Ace and Flinchy are 20th and 21st. That's not a sight you see every day. But a good lapping on this one, a good overtake from Tina, could secure her the victory here. She needs to make it quickly. She has caught up to Calican Bunny. Let's see, can she make it through quickly? Now, these GT3 cars are much harder to overtake than the lower classes car. They are just as quick. There is no blue flag here. Calican Bunny does not have to yield. And Hickory is closing in quickly. We are going to have a battle for the lead. And around the final corner, we are going to be entering the 14th lap of the race. 5 laps to go. Tina making the move. Or trying to. Like I said, her car is just as quick. Team Tina going around the inside. Now, can she make this work? This has not worked so far, and it looks like it might this time around. Tina will make it ahead, but Hickory following right through. Going over the curb, bit of a bump there, losing a bit of time, but she has made it ahead of Calican Bunny, and the battle for the lead is on. Both of them driving identical cars, both of them in a Audi R8. Less than a second between them. 4.5 laps to go. Team Tina is under a lot of pressure right now. Hickory. Oh, actually, this is even better than I thought. I just looked at the standings. Team Tina and Hickory are currently tied in second place in the points. They are dead even in the season standings. Even cars, even points. These two are actually battling for taking the lead of the league right now. Cobra Cal behind us also caught up to Calican Bunny and made it through. He's actually not far behind Team Tina and Hickory. He's only 4 seconds back. We could have a 3-way battle for the lead, depending on how quick Cobra Cal is, but he's doing better than I thought. I think he might actually be catching up. Uh-oh. Let's see, where is Cobra Cal? He's currently sitting in 11th in the points. I do think he's catching up. I do think he's catching up. 4 laps to go. Hickory just looking for a mistake on Tina's part. APR Dope and SNR Savage have both overtaken the Chaotic Weirdo. APR Dope moving back up to 8th place. Cobra Cal is definitely catching up. He's now less than 3 seconds. I think he might be the fastest on the track right now. Team Tina and Hickory need to pick it up. I don't think they're going to be catching up to any more back markers. I think Calican Bunny was the only one. And yeah, he's definitely catching up. Cobra Cal is catching up, and he's catching up quickly. 2.5 seconds. We're going to have a 3-way battle for the lead in just a moment. Less than 2 seconds. Oh wow, Cobra Cal is so quick compared to them. He's catching up so quickly. He's already up to a second behind them. We're going to have a battle for the lead this lap. There he is, less than a second behind them. He's actually joined the battle. And with only 3 laps to go, things are about to get very interesting. Meanwhile, in 4th place, Bean still just ahead of Silent Fox. Silent Fox has never been able to find an opening. Princess Wildface has moved back up to 6th place. That was a good climb. I think she was like 12th 5 minutes ago. Call Me Twi in 7th, APR Dope in 8th, SNR Savage in 9th, Chaotic Weirdo in 10th. This pack of cars have been driving together for the entirety of the race. Meanwhile, battle for the lead, Cobra Cal has joined in the battle. And now they're just looking for a mistake. If someone makes a mistake, we're getting a new leader immediately. We are coming up to the end of the 16th lap. There's going to be 2 laps to go. Team Tina just needs to hold on a little bit longer. Cobra Cal and Hickory are both running out of time to make a move here. Yeah, Cobra Cal's lap times are much quicker. He's about half a second quicker than they are. Bit of understeer. Still not losing too much time. Now guys, if you are enjoying this and you want additional content, I do have a Patreon available and where you can unlock the full qualifying session for every race. Call Me Twi just behind Princess Wildface. Call Me Twi currently in 7th place. That would be, I think, one of the worst finishes Call Me Twi has had. She's always been a top finisher. I think actually last race in 6th place might have been her worst ever. Which is still good, you know, 6th place is pretty good, considering you're in the highest league. Looks like Team Tina has taken a bit of a lead here, about 1.2 seconds ahead. Cobra Cal again, bit of understeer, he's definitely looking for a pass on a Hickory. And we are about to enter the final lap of the race. This is going to be the last chance for an overtake. And here we go, final lap. And Team Tina is definitely pulling a bit of a lead. This has got to be a relief. Getting herself a little bit of breathing room, but she's not out of the woods yet. Still a full lap to hold that. Hickory under a lot of pressure right now, trying to hold that second place. She needs to be absolutely flawless throughout the entire rest of the lap. A single mistake and Cobra Cal is immediately overtaking her. And Team Tina is definitely pulling further ahead. I don't know if she's gotten quicker or Hickory is slowing down. So there's almost a 2-second gap at this point. Team Tina, if she doesn't make a mistake, this is a guaranteed victory. All she needs to do is not make a mistake. And now coming around to the final corners. And Team Tina is going to secure the victory. Her first win in the league. Hickory will manage to secure second place. Cobra Cal will take third. Then we've got a big gap to Bean Streams, followed by Silent Fox. Princess Wildface has lost a bit of ground there. About 2 seconds back, and they are both catching up to Calican Bunny. But I don't think they will be able to lap her in time. And now around the final corner. Calican Bunny will finish in 22nd. Beans in 4th, Silent Fox in 5th, Princess Wildface 6th, Call Me Twice 7th, APR Dope 8th, SNR Savage 9th, and the Chaotic Weirdo in 10th. Latigami, meanwhile, will finish in 11th. JZL Gaming, a bit further back, will finish in 12th. JZL Gaming is actually dead last in the season standings right now. I just noticed he's in 22nd with only 6 points. He's had some terrible races so far. So 12th place is actually his best finish of the season by far. Now finishing at the back of the pack, we have Flinchy Echo, Aceroni, and Calican Bunny. Very unlikely finish for both Flinchy Echo and Aceroni. As for our top 3, Team Tina T, Hickory Hamsam, and Cobra Cal. And here are the updates to the drivers' ratings. And here are the current season standings. Now heading into the final race, Team Tina T, Hickory Hamsam, and Silent Fox are just 1 point apart. Let me know in the comment, who do you think is going to take this? And as usual, a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters. Next race, we are heading into the Amateur League Finals.